Hi y'all. Hi y'all. I just mainly came on to say hello. I've been busy. I've had not busy, but mind busy lately. I haven't made videos because I've been just busy. Well, today my busy thing was I had to go do like blood work. I have to do that every once in a while. This is my outing, is blood work. But but then after the blood work, then we went to the thrift shop. And so, like, they had a sale on all their jewelry, and some was 50 cents and some was $1. So I just bought the 50-cent stuff. But, like, this one, look at all them beads. I'm going to take this apart. See, I made sure they were something I could take apart. And this one, for all of those beads on there. And then this one, I thought just was cool. I love the star. I love that star on there. It almost looks like it's like a um mm-hmm. Like, what is that stuff everybody's doing now? I gotta read my bottle. Resin. Okay. It almost looks like somebody did this with resin. But then there's a lot of beads on here too, and so that's gonna be a take apart. This one's gonna be a take apart too. Um, Again, beads. I love the dangle on here. But see, now these will go on my dangle charms that I do. This is what, and so I like that one there. This this one, oh my gosh, this one is so gorgeous. This one I will wear. It's got 2 layers. And it's tangled. Okay. It's got it's a 2-strand. I don't know if you can see it. It just, everything looks so far away, and I gotta figure out how I can get that camera a little bit closer. I wish I could zoom it, but it doesn't zoom. So, and I don't know if there's a program I can download that I can run my camera through or something that might have a zoom feature on it. But look at these. These are all like feathers, like metal feathers, and then a big metal feather, and it looks so pretty. And then this one almost looks like a tooth or something on there, a rock. And I love that one. That one I'll wear. This one I'm gonna wear. I love this one. And this one, if you can see, this one that I'm wearing, look at this. It goes perfectly with my outfit that I'm wearing, and my hair and my flower, and it just matches right along. So this one is going to be a wearable jewelry. Yeah, so I like that one a lot. Now, oh, and this one, I'm not sure. I bought this not sure, knowing what I can do with it, but it's so pretty. Now, each one of these like bead things on there are square. They're like square. They're all different colors, but they're set inside this metal thing. See, you can kind of push it together and pull it apart like. And so I'm not exactly sure how I'll use that, but I love these beads on here. And I'm thinking that, see, because they're not round, when you lay them down, they're just flat. And I thought maybe you could use like parts of them on a slow stitching project, and just stitch around each of the little pegs in between, cut part of it off, sort of like that. That's kind of what I was thinking. And so that was my jewelry, my beautiful jewelry haul. And then this I got for Aria. This was 50 cents. Spell and win. Spin the spinner, move your playing piece, and spell the objects you landed on using your letter cards. If you don't have the right letter cards, that's okay. Just swap some of your letters for the right ones to win. And so there's a bunch of letter cards, and then there's a spinner, and then the mover things, I'm not going to open. I'm just going to give this to her when I see it. But for 50 cents, that looks like that is going to be a nice a little learning game for her. So that's going to be awesome. Then Um, then I found some more placemats. I had some placemats just like this before from there. And I love these ones. And these are going to be making more um, fabric journal kits. So the ones that I had already, I made kits and they sold already. They sold quite quickly, but these are very nice fabric placemats, and they're going to make nice kits once I get all the fabric scraps, because what I make is the pillow journal, fabric pillow journal, slow stitching, Lumafligi kits. I do with that. But then I found these Christmas placemats, and this one's got a little stain on it, so I'll keep that one for myself. But now so I want to make some Christmas kits up as well. And like I can make a journal kit, or you know, it can be like a slow journal kit, it can be a junk journal, but these placemats like this make the perfect covers. So I got that kind, and then these ones are gorgeous. These are like quilted. God, I could just sew all these together and make a blanket. And so this will make a kit for Christmas fabrics or Christmas. And what I was thinking too is, if you were to use one of these as a cover, open it up, have pages in here with pockets, but have the pages where there's some pockets here on this bottom part and some pockets a little higher. The reason, and this is what I was thinking, is that it could make, like if you have all these pages, you can put your Christmas cards in there. Just put them in there. But then put some up here too, so when it's closed, it would be even. And then have it where it just ties shut on the edges with Christmassy ribbon. Maybe put make it a little wider this way by putting Christmas lace colors and stuff along here. But I just love them, and I think I had, yeah, there's 4. I got 6 of those ones, and then 4 of these quilted ones. But these are gonna show up in as kits in my Etsy shop. Some of them might not. Some of them might change my mind. Just put them on my table. I don't know, because I always say these things and then I don't never know. Then I found, let's see, these are all napkins. These are fabric napkins, and I got the green ones. Oh, these ones I loved. I got 3 different kinds. What I want to do with these is, one thing I could do is make bowl cozies, but these would make a larger bowl cozy, because I usually make the bowl cozy with 10-inch squares of fabric. These ones are, yeah, these ones are bigger. They're bigger. Much more, they're bigger. Wait a minute, I gotta put my thing up here. I need my thing so I can measure. Oh yeah, these are 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half inches square. My bowl cozies I usually make with a 10-inch square, so this might be way too big. But what I want to do is, I'm hoping, gosh, even I like the backs of these. Now these ones I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these ones. Wow, that's good. Okay, so 8 of these. Okay, so what I want to do is, do you remember once a while back I made a video showing how yeah, those ones are kind of fallish, but these ones, I just loved these. These ones are brand new, and these are about the same. So, 13. Yep, these are the same size. So this is a square of fabric. But what I thought about making first with the napkins is because they're already square and it's a nice fabric. They're already square and it's nice fabric that I could, and this one's a little bit bigger, so I would have to cut this. So if I make the lining one size, see this is more of a linen-y kind of, yeah, these ones are much bigger, so I'd have to cut these. But did you see the square like boxes I made? Let me see if I have one right over. Yeah, I got one right here. Well, this is a little one. Let me take this junk out of here. I'm getting my junk. Move my junk. Okay, see, this is a square little basket. It's a little crunched. But see how that is? It's just square. And then I got it folded down in a cuff like up there on the top. This is what I was expecting to make. That's why I wanted to pick up some napkins, is to do these. Now let me see how to make, and these ones here, these are April Cornell 1999 is the brand, and they originally sold for $3.50 each. Is that crazy or what? That somebody would give that much? I bought them from the thrift shop. Now this one, let me see. I've got this one is the fabric on this one. Let me see, is a 4, 8, 12. So this is a this is made from a 12 by 12, and see, you can fold, you can turn them inside out, and maybe I should do another video. Sometimes, you know, people don't see a video, and then I might do another video. But see, these are very simple to make because see how pretty that is? This is a 12 by 12 piece of fabric that made this size of a basket. So this being a little bit bigger than this, this will make a basket a little bit bigger than this. And these are fun to make and simple, because what you do to make these is, see if I can cut these ones down. This one would make even bigger. I like the heft of this fabric, that it's nice and heavy. But you start with a square, and then you cut that square. You cut the corners off of the square, like so. If you have a 12 by 12 piece of fabric, you cut a 4 inches off the corners, 4-inch square off the corners, because it would be 4, 8, 12. So you would cut, so when you finished cutting, you would have these, the 4 corners off, and then you have another piece with the 4 corners off, and then you sew them, like, then this corner would get folded like this. Gosh, you know what? I just thought of something. You could probably make this without, let me see something. Okay, so if you take this, like this, and bring it over to the center like this. And then, gosh, I'm just thinking of something. I'm thinking of something. Okay, and you stitch that like that way. And then if you take this one and do the same thing, bring the 4 inches. Wait a minute, oh, this way. No, inside. This way. And then you bring that to the corner that way. Oh, you know what? You wouldn't really actually have to do the whole 4 inches. You could make it a little shallower. Then if this one is out in this way and brought over here, and smell that smoke? Smoke, that's what I'm thinking. And then this one, the same way. And bring it over to here. I ran out of clips. Yeah, I still got a drink. Okay. So then there. That is kind of cool right here. Now I'm getting a different idea. I'm getting a whole different idea now. Because see, now that would make a square basket that big. Just by folding the corners over, which by folding the corners over, then you have more stiffness in there. Well, I guess I could use some, I'm not one that has used a lot of that fusible interfacing, but I have some. And I could learn myself how to use that. But see, that's how the corner would be. And I could make it as deep and as shallow, deep or as shallow as I want to. And then this would make a bigger box thing, doohickey. Yeah, I'd have to put some of the fusible interfacing on there. And then once it has a lining on there, well, I don't know. I'll have to play with that. I'll have to play with that. I'm going to make me a hat. But, I mean, for the price I gave for the napkins, 25 cents, I can afford to play with it. So, see, today was the sale day on their little napkins. So, and this is all that I got was these ones, which are kind of Christmassy, the green ones, which I thought would make the lining on these, and then the fall looking ones. So that was my haul from the thrift shop. And then we got another thrift shop to go to, but I didn't go to the other one because I wanted to go back home then. Then I ordered from Joanne Fabrics. Now, I could have just cut squares out of my fabric I already have, but sometimes I get a little bit lazy. And so now this is a 10-inch square. I'll have to iron them. But see, when you order them in a package like this, you can kind of get some fun colors that kind of go well together. So these ones are going to be bowl cozies because I have had requests for bowl cozies into my Etsy. So that's what I think I'm going to do. That this and this would be cute for a bowl cozy. So, and each package of these things are 20 pieces of fabric. And there was one day that I got an email and everything, it says your whole order is 20% off and free shipping. And I said, oh, I need fabric. I just need fabric. That's what I said. I was lying to myself. But I've lied to myself so much now that I believe myself. And so, you know, I need fabric. But, so these are going to be for bowl cozies. I made a bowl cozy yesterday, I guess, out of just some of my scrap fabric. I just had it all scrapped together. And that one turned out pretty cool too. I kind of like that. But I like this. I like all the little fruits on here. And I always love gingham. I just love gingham. So this would make a pretty bowl cozy with this on one side, this on the other. So I'll have to iron these and cut the batting to go, because you have to cut a piece of batting to go inside each piece here for the bowl cozy. And maybe once I get this ironed off and my batting cut, maybe I'll go ahead and do a little video just to kind of show you how I do that again, although I've done it once. But maybe I'll do it again. Oh, actually, the first time I did it, I made a mistake on them. I remember that now. I made a mistake. So what else have I been doing? You know what else I've been doing? Oh, this little beaded bracelet. It's just a little beaded bracelet, and it's tied on. There's no latch. So it's a wrist bracelet. Although I can see already my thread is stretching, I don't have the right thread. I have, well, see, I need to have this kind of thread, which I ordered this one from Amazon, but it's the wrong thread. I mean, it doesn't fit. This is 0.8 millimeter, but it doesn't fit through my needle eye, because see, I have these hooked needles. It's like a needle with a hook. The eye is so tiny, and the lady that I watched, she said this is what she used. She makes waist beads. Well, I don't want to make waist beads because it would take, to go around my waist, it would take every bead I've got in this house. And so, and she did say she uses braided nylon thread. Braided nylon thread. This was the smallest that I could find. But when I got it, it's too big. It will not go through the eye of this needle. So then I went back to see if I could find some smaller thread. Well, I couldn't find anything any smaller than this. And this is what is recommended because they make waist beads out of these, and out of this thread, and out of these little seed beads like this. Maybe the little beads they use are a little bit bigger than this. I don't know. That could be. But so what I did find, I didn't find any smaller thread, but I found some of these needles like this with the curve on it. With the curve on it, that little curve. That's got a collapsible eye. It's got a larger eye on it and collapsible. So I ordered 2 of those needles. So those should come in the next couple days where I can try that. Because this is a bead spinner. And you put the beads in the spinner, and then you get and this, I just used this regular thread. But like this thread will stretch and it'll break. This thread will not stretch and it will not break. And for waist beads, you want thread that is not going to stretch and it's not going to break. It's not with time, because when you put a waist bead on your waist, and this is more custom in Africa, with like the African Americans wear these on their waist, and you make them exactly the size of your waist, and then you tie them on. You tie them on like a square knot so they don't ever come off. You wash, you shower with them on, you never take them off. And then some wear just rows and rows and rows of beads. But the waist beads keeps the, like if they start getting too tight, then you know, oops, too many donuts. And so you have to kind of slow down on the donuts until those waist beads aren't too tight again. But see, when you're using a bead spinner on, then you got to get that needle in there just correctly. But when you use the needle spinner, then, and this kind of a needle, see how the beads just go right on? They just kind of fly right onto the needle in the bead spinner. So I'm hoping my new needles that I order will work better. I don't want to make waist beads, because like I say, it would take every bead in my house. But I want wrist beads. And see, this is because I tied it on, or I had Papa tie it on, and it was tight. There was no gap in between the beads. Now I have a gap because this thread already, just from the heat of my body, is making it stretch. But I want to make I want to wear 6 wrist beads and 1 for each of my children. That's my goal for that one. And okay, so that I've been doing. And then I've been making, this is a bracelet I made a long time ago. I used to do a lot of beading, and then I got out of it. And see, this was another, and these were just toggle clasps on there, and I think this was wire I used on here, but you don't want to use wire in your, so them I made a long 100 years ago. And but then I've been also making little, I've been in my resin, I've been making just little dangles, my little dangles, because I want to use my little dangles in I want to use my little dangles on my, where is it? Okay. This one is a ring mold that you make rings out with the resin. But I'm going to use it as a dangle. This one's a feather, and it's just using the clear resin with glitter. So I haven't played too much with trying to color the resin yet. And then I have this is fun. Let me see. Okay. See, oh, this is another one with a flower and leaf embedded in. Flower and leaf is embedded in. And then I have the little bail I put on that one. This one I got a bail on it. And but they're turning out really, I think, for just starting, I think they're pretty cool. Oh, that was another ring. And like this one is just round, and you can't hardly see them because they're so tiny, but there's little dragonflies and butterflies, metal dragonflies and butterflies, and glitter in this one. But what I'm doing is I'm I got to get this one packaged up. I've been selling these my slash bags. Now this one I listed this morning, but it hasn't sold yet, but I don't think. But see, on see, and each one comes with a dangle. The dangle can stay on your little purse, or, and I'm going to have more of these too. I've got some more that I don't have, like this one I'm working on still. I don't have this one finished, but I love making these. And so, but then they always all come with a little charming lady. A little charming lady to go shopping with you. See, and this is just made out of torn fabric, but on here she's got, I put the little beads on there. I put them on, they're just on a string. And then I have the this little charm has got dragonflies. It's got 2 dragonflies in there on that charm. That's on this little lady. And so, and then she's having, they all have bad hair days. But we all have bad hair days, so it's no big deal. And she has her hair dyed pink, so she's beautiful. And then now I'm putting on them, I got these little key things. So I can put, it's got a key ring, and it's got a little lobster clasp, so that you can use it actually on your keys if you want to. And then I just put them on the handle of the pocket purse. And so that's how, and I hand stitch the lining into the slip cover, that because I make the slip cover, and then the inside is just a regular bag. These are 9" by 9", by the way. This one's listed already. And so so hopefully somebody will like it enough to purchase that one. And I thank everybody who's purchased one, because that's what gives me, that bought me my bead spinner, that bought me my needles, my thread, and although I've got a lot of, and then my 10 by 10 squares that I didn't need them either. I didn't need them because I got fabric I could cut to 10 by 10s, but I just want to show you. This is just a little bit of a show and tell. And so, but anyhow, that's what I've been putting some beads together. See, this is what I've been doing, just a little bit of this and a little bit of that, putting some beads together that I can, you know, when I put the jump rings, I can jump ring like the these things together like this, and make just a tassel kind of to add to my fabric doll tassels, lady tassels, my little ladies. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been I made some of these beads, and then I put some resin on them to make them stiffer. And then this one here, I want to make some more of these that I have words on them. This one says believe. I don't know which way's upside down, but take my word for it, it says believe. And yeah, and so that's what I'm doing. And then there's some like little gems like this that I've made, and these aren't nothing yet to write home about, but I've been just playing just to learn what I can do. Oh, and then one thing I did with the resin. Let me show you this one. Now this I think is pretty awesome. You can get these little tiny plastic bags. I call them drug bags. Well, you can buy them to put like your medicine in them if you got to take your vitamins, if you want to put them out for the day or something. You've got these little tiny bags. They're 1.5 by 1.5 inches they are. So what I did, let's see if I have one here that I haven't wire wrapped. This one here, this one isn't the best one, but this, I put the resin inside the bag, and then I sprinkled some glitter in there, and then I put a bead in there. So, but you can't hardly see the bead in there because it's covered up with the glitter. So that's one of my tries. Then you put it under the UV light, let it dry for a minute and a half or so, let it cure, and then take the plastic. You got to rip the plastic bag off of it then. But then I thought, well, what can I do? Well, this was another one, and this one I kind of squished up the bag a little bit to give it a little bit different shape. And this one's got a little bit of, I can't tell. I don't think I put glitter in this one. But I have 3 beads there. I put 3 beads in the bag. And then once that come out, once it was cured, and I put that in, took it out of the bag, ripped the bag off. Then I just started wrapping wire, but I also put some of the little seed beads on the wire. And then when it was all wrapped up there, and I made a little loop here with the wire, then my wire was a little bit still kind of wiggly, a little wiggly. So I took the resin then and just put some resin on like a toothpick and just dropped it into a few places over the beads. And when I did that, then I put that under the light so it could cure, and now that wire is on there. It's not going to come undone. It's not going to come undone there. And then I just made just a little tassel. It says Genius and Strong, some of those beads that I had. And then I have a couple of the paper beads on there that I put the resin on. But then this will hang along with one of my little ladies. And so I'm having a lot of fun kind of going with the I want to have like my I'm going to have the slash bags too, the project bags. I got 2 of them made. I don't have them listed yet. But the bigger bags that are like I call them a project bag, but they're still oh, those are not the slashed ones. Those are the ones that are just have quilt fabric crumbs all over them. But yes, I'm having so much fun. Now I just saw these in here. This is amazing because now these were sent to me by Maria Price Cordula. She made these. Now I'm thinking, what if I put resin on this? I am thinking I might want to try and see what happens if I do that, because, well, there's a couple of my own in there, I guess, but I think if these were covered with resin and then I go around them, because these are boho beads, so if I was to cover this with resin and then go around it with the wire with some beads on it, and then attach that to where it'll stay with a little drop of resin, I think this will make an amazing boho bead. It'll bring that boho bead to real life. And so, but there's a lot. Oh, that's what I should have. Okay, this one, once this one here is all, I put some Pearl X powder in this one. And then I took a black marker and went around the edge, but I don't really like that one at all. But maybe once I put some beads on there or something, maybe I'll like it better. And I can drill a hole in there too if I want. I could drill a hole, but I don't like that black. I gotta get me some, that's what I should have ordered along with I should have ordered some. I want to get some gold paint because I've seen how some will paint gold, but I don't have gold paint. I had a gold marker, but that really didn't do the thing. So my next order out, I'm going to order some gold, just some gold, regular gold paint, I guess. I don't know. unless I need something different than that. But I think just regular gold acrylic paint, I can just go around the edge like I did this black on this one. This black might look better if I go over it again, as I just used the permanent marker on that. Here's another one that I wrapped. I wrapped that one with the beads, with the wire and the beads, and then just kind of made it into a little. When I wrap it, then I put I make sure I put a little round circle-y thing up there. And I don't know much about making jewelry at all, and so but I think these are pretty. And when you put them on when you put them on the, add them to the little dollies, then it just makes them so pretty. This one here I put a different kind of a bail on there. This one's glued on to the back, and this one, it's clear resin, but it's got a red bead in there that's about as wide as what the plastic bag was. And then I put the resin in there and put some of that, it's like large glitter. And I put that in there. This one here it's almost like little rocks. It's almost like little stones, little blue stones that I put in this one. I'm having so much fun with just the resin and the I don't use the 2-part resin. I'm not going to do that. In fact, even this resin, I can only work for a little while, and then I got to put it away because it makes my eyes burn. And so the 2-part resin, they say, is even, but it's even more tender to your little eyes. And so, and I'm gonna do more. When I do more of it, I'm gonna work on my back porch too, so that will be better. And yeah, so that's my show and tell for today. That's all I have. And just I get little messages wondering, people actually ask, where are you? I haven't seen you for 2-3 days, and then so I just want to kind of let you know that I'm all alive and well, and I'm peeling off my nail polish. That's what I started doing today when I was waiting for my turn at the vampire state. Well, put that, Elizabeth. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so yeah, I'll be doing more. I will be getting more done. I'll be getting more done, and I'm going to be making more videos, and I'm going to be entertaining you. Is that what it's called? And let's see if I can put my camera down another 6 inches somehow. I don't know. Let's see. Let's find a page to read. Let's find the page to read. What I've learned. Oh, ouch. Darn that arthritic thumb. Okay. What I've learned. Learning. Let me see if I can see you guys in here. Oh, there you are. Still got to wait till the 5th to get that off of my nose. Okay. What I have learned. Learning to accept and live with limitations by a person who thought they didn't have any is difficult yet vital. I learned that everyone has something that stops them, and you just have to circumvent these right now, because one day, any day, everything stops. Life stops. Understanding the fragility of my breath, I decided to inhale deeply in gratitude. I learned how to have different ways of having joy. I can't walk on the beach, but I can dig in the sand. I can't run around the bases, but I can watch the games. I can't move very fast, but I can still think fast. I can't plant flowers, but I can smell flowers. So many things I can't do, yet so many things I can do. And best of all, I can love with no limitations, with all the passion I've ever had, and that's the most gratifying and meaningful music of humanity. And that was written by Susan Polis Schultz. She did good on that one because that is true. It's never the end of the game. Just sit on the outside and watch. Smell the roses. Today when we were out, God, can you see all that's dog blankets back there on the floor? There's a box full of scraps. I shouldn't let you all see my mess like that. But anyway, when we was going into the thrift shop, and then Jennifer went in and then Jeffrey went in and I said, Jeffrey, I'm just slow 'cause I'm old. He goes, no, 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 no. You're only 21. You're old enough to drink now, and you can't hardly walk fast 'cause you drank too much. I said, you know what? That may be the truth. I'm going to use that story now. I'm just 21 years old, finally old enough to drink, and I just can't hardly walk fast because I drank too much. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, I'll put you down. Well, the table ain't any better than the floor. Okay. But thanks for watching anyway. I'm glad that you came along. And I'm going to iron some of this here fabric right here. And I'm going to get ready and I'm going to start making some of my little bowl cozies because I've got this one lady that I have promised her for like a month. And I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. So I'm looking for my mouse. Oh, here it is. I never find my mouse. It's always like wherever I put it. I need to get that. In my other room, I got a little notebook laptop thing, and it's got a mouse on it, but it's got a cord, so I always can find it. This one here has no cord, so it runs away. Okay, I ask God to watch over you, each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.